So Endrick has just scored a hat-trick in Ligue 1, and we loaned him out because of Gonzalo Garcia, who has way less experience, first of all, way less professional games in the bag than Endrick right here, and now he's balling out for Lyon. And I was always on the side of maybe give Gonzalo a bit of time in Castilla or loan him out instead of Endrick. And now, as we are seeing, once again Arbeloa doesn't prefer to put Mbappe on the left or Vini on the right, to put Gonzalo as a 9. No, what we are seeing now, that Gonzalo Garcia is coming on as a substitution on the right wing. Who would have been better now? Who would have been better to come off the bench for Real Madrid as a right winger or as a substitution for Franco Mastantuono? Endrick. So, Endrick, a hat-trick versus Metz. I mean, what a hat-trick as well. What a hat-trick, then he wins his penalty, scores 3 goals, 5G in 3 games, Endrick is loving life in Lyon. This is giving me flashbacks to Luka Modric. But we let go of Luka Modric, which I think was even a bigger mistake at the end of last season, which we gave him to AC Milan, of course. But with Endrick, I genuinely still don't understand this loan transfer, whatever this shit is supposed to be, because I'm so mad at Real Madrid once again. And everybody was telling me, but he has to go, he has to develop. No! Ban Gonzalo Garcia! What has he shown us other than maybe 3 games in the Club World Cup and 1 game against Betis that like solidifies him in this team over Endrick? Endrick is more talented, he's better on the ball, he is maybe less of a good finisher, and he is worse in the air. Everything else as a football player, he is much better. And as a striker, you could definitely compare them who is better. But, as I said before, as we can see, the last few games, even the last game against Villarreal, Franco Mastantuono is coming off. It's not Mbappe or Vini, and Mbappe is not going to the left, or Mbappe as a striker. No. It's Gonzalo Garcia coming on for Franco Mastantuono as a right winger. And if you ask me, who would you rather have as a right winger on technical ability, beating players, agility, fast? It's Endrick. It's 1,000,000% Endrick. He is better in every aspect as a right winger, and he is also left-footed as a right winger. So I genuinely, this is not Arbeloa's fault. This is, I don't know, maybe it's more of the club's fault, but the most blame I put on this fucking bum Xabi Alonso. Call Xabi Alonso back. Resign him. Come on, resign him for 1 hour. Sack him again for giving Endrick only 11 minutes in the league. On my soul, he should have been in this team right now, and he would have been helping us more than Gonzalo Garcia is right now. But I will say it. Everybody loves Castilla players. When they come through, they sympathize with them. They want them to do great. They think, oh yeah, this is the story. He came from the academy. He fights for the badge. My brother, sometimes fighting for the badge is not better than ability. Pure ability on a football pitch, Endrick is 10 times better than Gonzalo Garcia. As a striker, different conversation. But he's not getting any minutes as a striker now. But Endrick would have been getting minutes as a right winger. And Endrick is giving assists in the Ligue 1, he's giving goals to them, and he's scoring hat-trick. He's scoring a hat-trick. He's basically doing everything possible for Lyon to finish up there in the Ligue 1. Like, I just don't get this loan. I don't get this loan, and we had the opportunity after Arbeloa came in. We had the opportunity to call him back. I understand not doing that. I completely understand not doing that because we don't want to put his confidence down. He's enjoying life, as we said here before. He's enjoying life in Lyon, and I don't think it would actually benefit him. But the only thing I want for this club is what benefits this club, not Endrick. If Endrick was here, I would have been starting him at right wing, or I would have been substituting them between Franco Mastantuono or Endrick. Endrick is also the youngest player in Lyon history to score a Ligue 1 hat-trick, and he has been there for a month. He's been there for a month. He's already scored. He has 5 GA and he already scored a hat trick. I mean, what else is there to say that the only thing this guy needed at Real Madrid wasn't coaching? It wasn't some, I don't know, flipping, put on size, get better. No, it was just minutes. It was opportunity. He needed opportunities. That's the worst part about being a Real Madrid youngster. Unfortunately, I have to be honest, if you are a Real Madrid youngster and you don't get opportunities, most of the time you go on to another club or a smaller club, in this case Lyon, and have a better career. Unfortunately, and I hope this doesn't happen. That's my finishing point, where Endrick, at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about it more, but I just think Endrick maybe leaves Real Madrid in the future. Once again, before we get into that, I wanna mention this. Everybody has been saying this as well. Endrick's move to Lyon has helped everyone involved. Yes, before Arbeloa came in. Before Arbeloa came in, I do believe this statement. But after, he doesn't want to play Gonzalo Garcia as a striker. He doesn't want to do that at all. He loves Vinicius Jr., so he's going to play him left wing. Mbappe is not going to be playing on the right, so Mbappe is going to be a striker. And he has said that these two players are the best two players in the world. So there is zero chance Gonzalo Garcia is playing over Mbappe. So it doesn't help Gonzalo Garcia at all. It helps Endrick massively, but Gonzalo Garcia, his development is going to stagnate. It's going to be static, my brother. Nothing. He's not going to develop at all. Because if he's going to be playing as a right winger, he's not a right winger. He is never going to be a right winger. He doesn't have the ability. He doesn't have agility. He's not quick, in particular, to be a right winger. And I am tired of people being at right wing and not being left-footed. I'm not going to lie, bro. Give me traditional right foot at left wing, left foot at right wing. Am I right? I'm enjoying Franco Mastantuono right now. I am enjoying him a lot. I do think he is worse than Endrick. I do think Endrick has more physical prowess. He's better in 1v1s. He's a better finisher. So why not keep him? Because of Xabi fucking Alonso. Because this bum didn't see anything in Endrick. Maybe it's just right that we sacked you and you should have been sacked even before. Because if Arbeloa came in November, December, I'm telling you, Endrick would have been at this club. Endrick would have been at this club. And what this says, it also has opened the way for Gonzalo Garcia to continue growing at the club. I don't think so. As I said, right now, I think because of Arbeloa's beliefs in Vinicius Jr. and not benching him at all, Gonzalo Garcia is not going to get any minutes in bigger games or even La Liga games as striker. Which, I don't care if he gets flipping minutes, I don't know, against a Benfica in the Champions League. Who cares? That will be one game. He's not starting a knockout game. Who cares if he plays against, I don't know, Oviedo as striker? How does that develop him? He could be playing every single game for Castilla and he would be developing more. That's just my opinion. Maybe you think Gonzalo Garcia can do something at right wing. He can, get some minutes at striker. But so far, from what I have seen, he only believed him against Albacete. Nobody cares about Albacete. I know we lost that game. Shush, Barcelona fans. But let me know down below in the comments. What do you think about Endrick leaving? Was it the right decision? And can Gonzalo Garcia actually develop this season? Or is it going to be another situation of he gets into the team, he goes up, he goes down, and he just stagnates? Slowly stagnates down. And if Endrick comes back, I think he's going to be picked over Gonzalo Garcia. So that just proves my point. In my opinion, still, to this day, I believe Endrick shouldn't have left his team, and Gonzalo Garcia should have given way more minutes as a Castilla player, and he should have been coming off the bench. That's just my opinion. Both should have been on the bench, and I do think it's going to cost us. If Mbappe gets injured, I mean, you saw the games against Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. I know Gonzalo Garcia scored against Barcelona, but he was awful in both games. He is not ready, and if Mbappe or Vinny gets injured, and once again we have to move around, do we believe in Gonzalo Garcia in bigger games in the UCL and in the Liga? I do think it's going to bite us. Now, last point. Endrick, I hope you stay at this club for the longest time. I hope you get to be a bench player and then in the future become a starter at this club. I hope you have some kind of, I don't know, resurgence at Real Madrid. But everything right now is telling me, if you continue to play like this and you will make that World Cup squad, even though I think, maybe someone will deserve it more, I do think just because Carlo Ancelotti is there, you will make the World Cup squad. And if you do, are you going to be satisfied after maybe having a great World Cup? Are you going to be satisfied at Real Madrid just sitting on the bench? I don't know. What if, for example, some Premier League club comes in? I think Chelsea could be coming in. I think United can be coming in. Some Bundesliga teams that are still in the Champions League. And this guy could be starting every single game. This guy could be starting for almost every club in the world that doesn't have a prolific striker. Honestly, in my opinion, if this guy came into Chelsea, he's starting every single minute. He is starting every single minute as a striker. If he goes to Arsenal, he's starting every single minute as a striker. If he goes to United, he's starting every single minute as a striker. Newcastle, Tottenham, he's starting everywhere. He would be starting for Dortmund. He would be starting for flipping Juve, AC Milan. They would start this guy because he is a monster. He is a monster. And all he needed was some minutes. That's what he got in Lyon. And I do think this is a great move for Endrick. But now, when Arbeloa came in, and there is no Xabi bum-ass Alonso, this is not a great move in terms of Real Madrid and in terms of Gonzalo Garcia. That's just my opinion. I do think we made a slight mistake in the season, but shout out to Endrick. I hope you do great. I hope you make the World Cup squad and you do keep performing like this and return to us after the season. That's what I hope will happen. But of course, man, Real Madrid, man, you never know. You never know. Now, please let me know down below your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.